Hello again. Today we are discussing writing. So, more specifically, writing a for and against essay. A for and against essay, what that is and how we compose one. So, a for and against essay is a formal writing. A formal writing to present two sides of an issue. We discuss advantages and disadvantages of a topic, and we come to an opinion by supporting one of the sides. So a for and against essay is a formal writing to present two sides of an issue and conclude by supporting one of the sides. As we have discussed earlier as well, an essay needs a structure. So the structure for an essay usually contains the introductory paragraph. We have the introductory paragraph which explicates the issue and justifies why the topic is interesting or important. So when you write an introduction or the introductory paragraph, you need to be very careful. It has to be very tempting. You need to invite people and read your essay. So the introductory paragraph explicates the issue and justifies why the topic is interesting, important, worth reading. Body contains a paragraph, at least one paragraph, which is the second in turn, to present the side one agrees with. And the third paragraph comes to present the arguments one disagrees with. So you begin with a paragraph where you discuss the issue on the positive side to its advantages, and the second one comes with the points that you disagree with. And usually we conclude with a paragraph which summarizes and restates views. You retell, summing up all what was discussed so far. Let's take each part specifically in detail. So the introduction is the paragraph which talks generally about the topic. You present it without giving a personal opinion. No personal opinion. Just as the example I've given below, the internet has become an important part of people's lives. It has diverse uses depending on the need of an individual, and the importance of the internet in daily life is unquestionable. So this is how I have begun the essay. The body, a main body, presents your justification, your points for and your points against. So you begin with the second paragraph, as I did here. For example, there are different arguments in support of the internet. Firstly, email is a fast way to contact people and keep in touch. In addition to this, the internet is a crucial tool for communication and information. It is a revolution in information technology. So these are some of my points for. To continue with, we have the third paragraph of the essay, the points against. However, there are also arguments against the internet. It can be addictive, and as a result, people who spend a lot of time in front of a screen can get ill easier. Some sites are unsuitable for children, and radiation released by computer screens is harmful to eyes. The conclusion, the closing paragraph. the closing paragraph, the writer gives an opinion or a balanced consideration of the topic. So you try to sum up, to summarize everything discussed, and you come with a balancing opinion. All things considered, although the internet provides useful websites, I think people need to be very careful regarding the time they spend in front of it and websites they decide to use. To write an essay, specifically in our case a for and against essay, we use linking words. Linking words help us to link ideas in order of the paragraphs. So, usually, to introduce points, useful linking words would be to begin with, first, one point of view in favor of, or one point of view against. It depends what you are discussing. To list points, firstly, secondly, finally, first of all, to start with. If we want to add some more points, we can use what is more, in addition to this, besides, moreover, etc. To make contrasting points, you want to express contrast, you can use on the other hand, however, despite or in spite of, which are synonymous expressions, and even though. To introduce examples, you can use, for example, for instance, like, such as, in particular, and other expressions you can find out about. And to conclude, usually we begin the concluding paragraph to sum up, all in all, in conclusion, all things considered, etc. So what we did so far, we tried to explain the order of the paragraphs and the linking words needed to make a full essay. In our case, we discussed the internet, so pros and cons, we discussed advantages and disadvantages. Of course, I gave very short paragraphs in order to be explicable. So you can do some research and write about the internet, but give your own opinions and use your own paragraphs, ideas, linking words, and so on. So I'm not reading the whole essay, I'm just giving you all the paragraphs I introduced earlier in an order of an essay. So we began with the introduction, to continue with the second paragraph to express the points for, then the points against, and finally the conclusion. I'm inviting you to study the instruction and try to write your own essay as an assignment for this week. Thank you for listening.